It's just about that time of the week. Time for the Weekly Weebs Podcast. Grab your friends, family, waifus, and husbandos, and join your favorite weebs for an exciting show of anime talk. Hosts Crimson, Frenchie, Wigwiki, and Zario Machini will review and suggest shows, talk about news from the industry, and tackle some of the biggest arguments in the world of anime. It's the Weekly Weebs Podcast, starting now.
Happy May the 4th, motherfuckers. It is Star Wars Day, and that is going to have an impact here in a second. But first, we got to talk about some anime news. We are getting a Season 2 of Bed and Breakfast for Spirits. That was one of my favorite shows we did, whatever season that was that we did that one. Yes, exactly. I believe that was Season 3?
Season 1. Oh, of our podcast. I think it was.
Chris, I just said we were getting a Season 2.
I know, and I was really confused for a second.
We're getting
I was
a
like,
Season 2 and Season 3?
That's why I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did that in Season 3 because I remember Aoi was my nomination for top female character like all season. But yeah, we're getting a Season 2. Should be released sometime in 2025. I'm hoping they have just as banger of an open as they did in Season 1 because that shit was fire.
Oh, it was so fucking good.
But yeah, that is my news. And obviously, I am Frenchie. I am your host this week. To my left...
It was number 62 in our top 100.
That's a weird name.
Motherfucker. Hi, everyone. This is Crimson here. Hey, shout out to that guy at Casey's. You know who you are.
He also wants to bang your mom.
So, before I get into the news, I do need to tell that story. So, my mom came over yesterday for her birthday, and she told me, she was like, oh, I saw Wiki. I'm like, yeah, I know. I didn't say anything else because I was like, I know the full story. My riches. Anyways, my news for you guys today involves a movie with a show that we had watched, and if I remember correctly, we all liked it quite a bit.
It was crazy, but yeah, it was pretty solid.
Mononoke is getting a movie.
Not the princess.
Yeah, not the princess, the demon hunter, for lack of a better term. It's getting a movie. They announced a bunch of the subcast for it. They released what the end theme would be for it. And it looks like the film will be opening in Japan at least on July 26th. As to if we're going to be getting it here in the States anytime soon, very questionable because it didn't, like, it was kind of a smaller title as a whole when it first came out.
I was going to say, it'll be a very limited theatrical release.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously, like, when we've gotten Demon Slayer, MHA, and Dragon Ball, those ones have gotten to a lot of the big theaters. But, like, even when, like, SAO's progressive movies were released, they were pretty limited even here in Iowa.
Yeah.
True.
Especially since Mononoke itself is a spin-off of some other show that none of us had heard of.
Also true. I didn't even think about that. The new Demon Slayer movie pissed me off.
I heard it pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah, because it was the last episode of the previous season, and then the first episode of the new season. So when Demon Slayer comes out in like a couple weeks or a month, I think, soon, we've already seen the first episode.
And I'm guessing you had to pay full ticket price.
I think it was... You might be right.
If it was more than $6...
Oh, yeah, it was more than $6.
to watch 2 anime episodes.
Well, I thought it was going to be...
I mean total for both of their tickets.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like an actual movie, or at the very least, like the first 2 episodes of the new season. Like, I didn't think we were going to get, oh, here's a recap episode of what you've already seen, and now here's 30 minutes of the new stuff.
You paid half of your money to see what you've already seen.
Yeah.
You thought it'd be like the Mugen Train movie?
Kind of. I thought it would be like Mugen Train or something along those lines, but...
Imagine if you had to pay money to stare in a mirror, because that's basically what you did. Yeah. Anyways, July 26th, Mononoke movie coming out in Japan. If you live in Japan, you're listening, give it a watch. Let us know how it is. If you're not in Japan, go to Japan, watch it. And then to my all the way on the other side of the room,
What's up, everybody? This is Ario Machini. Hope you're having a blessed day today on your
No.
favorite podcast. Well, hope it gets better for you.
It won't.
Just kick your day in the balls. Then that's the only other advice I gotta give you.
I won't be kicking my day in the balls. I might be kicking some monsters in the balls in Stellar Blade later today.
There you go.
But we'll see what happens.
I got news for you this week. Surprise.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, I know. I always slack on that. It's an issue I really have.
What? I would say we've been gone for a couple weeks.
No, I mean my news. I never have news,
Oh.
but this week I do.
Are you sure you're real? Internal crisis.
My hair. So yesterday, Sandland, the series, had its finale with its 13th episode. This is a show that I've kind of been talking about, as it's been coming up and as the news has been coming out about it. So this is basically the last project that Akira Toriyama worked on before his passing, other than Dragon Ball Daima, I guess.
Did you say Sandland?
Sandland, yes.
Okay.
I've talked about it a few times. It's a series where it's like far in the future, where water is like super scarce. So the world is basically a desert.
I remember you mentioning that a
And
couple weeks ago.
And when that happened, demons started appearing on the earth, and the main character is a demon named Beelzebub who wants to bring water back to the earth. So there's a series and there's a video game based on the series that came out, and the series ended yesterday. So I haven't watched any of it yet, but now that it's over, maybe it'll be an assignment for the future. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
That's going to be me with probably Mashal Season 2. The new Open, I've been seeing it on TikTok, and it has been sitting in my head rent-free for no logical reason whatsoever.
Nice.
Because it's so stupid, but it just looks so fun at the same time.
I mean, I guess that's the whole show, right?
It is. I need to try and convince Erica about us watching. I think like the first 5 episodes are dubbed right now for Season 2, so I want to see if I can't convince her to watch those today later on.
She watched season 1 with you, didn't she?
Oh yeah, she loved it. I just
Cool.
know that today we've got a little bit of a schedule.
Right.
So, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's my news for today.
Nice.
I have no more for you.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Get out of my face. I don't have any more.
I was gonna do the same thing. All right, I'm
My
done.
personal favorite is that no one could see what was happening, so they have no context for that back and forth. So today, with it being the holiest of all holidays, May the 4th, may the 4th be with you and with your spirit. Your ghost, your holy ghost, your holy force ghost,
How dare you talk about Ace that way? He is in the room, you know.
just because he's holy. Yeah, but Rengoku's not here.
He is in spirit.
Okay. Anyway, so with it being Star Wars Day, we are going to take a little bit of a Star Wars spin on anime, and we're going to be talking about characters that we think could make very interesting Sith and Jedi, and if they already have, preternatural abilities, supernatural abilities, shit like that, how the Force could interact with them and either enhance their abilities, change their abilities, what kind of Force abilities they'd have. And the first one I want to talk about, because not necessarily any like super abilities or anything like that, but is quite a bit a murder hobo, but also sees the light, could really factor into that kind of gray Jedi level, is Thorfinn. Because starting out, definitely a dark side user. No way he's not a fucking dark side user. That man is just a little murder hobo with vengeance on a mind.
Yeah, he's basically Star Killer, where he's like raised in the dark side.
Oh my god, he is like Star Killer.
He even dual wields.
Yep.
True. That is true. That would be really cool to see. Not the
But like, one of my favorite abilities that I think he would have would be throw lightsaber, and he
Oh,
could
yeah.
just turn his little daggers into fucking boomerangs.
That'd be sick.
That would be sick as fuck.
And you know, I could see him because like Ahsoka, her lightsabers are kind of shorter than most other people's because she kind of does the backwards dual wielding as well.
I think
I would accidentally cut my arm off so quickly, just going, oh shit.
Oh, definitely. Well, like any actual sword teacher or like sword user will tell you that the backwards handling of swords is fucking stupid.
Well, that's also how
But-
Thorfinn holds them.
Yeah,
half
I
the
know.
time.
Yeah, I know. But like, it's very impractical.
with swords, I think
It
so.
only looks cool.
Well, I think with swords that makes a lot of sense because, like, I mean, with swords are going to be a bit heavier than a lightsaber hilt,
Yeah.
so it would be harder to do the swing. And like with daggers, daggers aren't horribly heavy either, so dual wielding them that way isn't also horrible.
Right.
But
I'm
yeah.
sure holding it like that too is worse with your reflexes because you naturally want to put your arms up to defend yourself.
Oh fuck!
It's damn.
Best part is you forget that you're holding him normal for once, and it's just.
I gave myself the Skywalker treatment. No.
But I think Thorfinn, with his rage, would be a very good dark side user early on, and would be one of those people based on the character trajectory we see him on that would come to the light. And I don't know if he would end up becoming like an actual Jedi Knight because he becomes very much a pacifist at the end. But
Well, because he passed his fist a lot to a bunch of people.
no, they passed their fist to him a lot of times at the end.
Well, at the end, yeah,
He took 100 fucking hits to the face.
like it
True,
was
true, he
nothing.
did.
But I think he's the type of guy that very much could go like the late Darth Vader treatment
Yeah.
with coming back to light, or kind of serve as almost like a Darth Revan, where he goes from the light to the dark, is redeemed, and then kind of becomes more of a gray Jedi
Yeah.
at the end, where he's redeemed but doesn't necessarily follow the light or the dark path.
That is true.
And I think that's kind of where Thorfinn would fit in there.
I could see Thorfinn being like technically light side, like technically, he would be very Jedi adjacent, but like the Order itself would probably throw their rules and be like, no, you're too old to join. You weren't.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
The stuff that they tried to do with Luke and Anakin, they'd probably do that with Thorfinn also.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on Thorfinn.
I have
Nice.
one that literally it just came to my head as you were talking earlier, and it's not a sword wielder, but I think would be so fucking cool. Akaza from Demon Slayer, the one who killed Rengoku.
Turns his little hands into lightsabers.
Well, not even that, because like when he punches, he's basically compressing so much air with his punches that he's basically doing a force punch.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have to be a lightsaber wielder, but I think like if he could easily have a good mastery of the Force, and that would be so fucking cool to see. Like imagine fighting somebody with a lightsaber and just using your fists with like Force imbued in it to like stop the lightsaber from hitting it.
Did you guys ever see the? I think it came out in like 2003.
Oh, probably not then. But let's see.
The cartoon. It's not the actual like Clone Wars series, but there was a
the
different.
OG Samurai Jack style animation.
Yeah.
Yep,
The
I have seen
first
that.
Clone Wars.
The one
So-
that people think is even better than the official one.
It's definitely got its moments.
I've seen
But
some of it.
there's a point in that where Mace Windu is fighting like this army of droids, and his lightsaber gets knocked out of his hand and like kicked away by a bunch of the marching droids. So that's basically what he does. He just starts boxing all these droids, just putting the force into his fists. So every punch just like makes these giant dents into the droids, and he just does like these really fast. He just basically goes anime on all of them, just
That would be
start
so fucking
kicking
cool.
ass. Yeah,
It's weird that you say that because I kind of forgot about that for a while, and then when you said that, I got brought back to a memory of I think it was it was either McDonald's or it was Burger King. They were doing a promotion for it at the time where they were like selling the toys and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was a time at the time they had like a disc that they were giving away that was kind of like a sum of the show. But not
Oh
all
yeah,
of
I
it.
kind of remember that.
Yeah, and like the one scene, like one of the biggest scenes I remember is like derpy Anakin with his like like his weird braided hair going onto his ship, and then you
The
look
Padawan
over,
braid.
yeah, and then he looks over at Padme, who's like half her tits are just popping out of her dress, and she just has her hand on the window. Like weirdly enough, that's like the one thing I remember from that, and I don't know why.
I was
I remember the biker guy too. The droid like commander guy who was on like the
Oh
motorcycle.
hell yeah, he was a badass. That series was the first appearance of both Asajj Ventress and General Grievous.
I do
So
remember that.
from the second animated show, do you remember Quinlan Voss?
No.
Not by name.
He was the one that he had the like brown mark across his face. Kind of looked like his clothes were straight out of the jungle type setup.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think. Yeah.
Kind of looked like he would have been like a shaman type.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Did you know it's canon that he and Asajj Ventress fall in love?
Whoa, no, I did not.
Yeah. I read the book about it called Dark Disciple. Made me fucking bawl. It is one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars media. Yeah, they fall in love, and he actually turns to the dark side and works for Dooku.
Whoa.
That's
and then
wild.
she brings him back because their entire thing where they were trying to work together to assassinate Dooku.
Mm-hmm.
Voss gets kidnapped and converted. Asajj Ventress brings him back, and she ends up basically sacrificing herself to save him. So
Damn.
that is canonically how Asajj Ventress dies, because it's never explained otherwise.
Oh, holy shit.
In the current canon, she's still alive.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, she's in the new season of The Bad Batch.
Stupid. Because this was...
And she has hair.
She did grow her hair out in the book, too.
Oh, okay.
Because...
That's the biggest. What the fuck?
She's bald by choice.
in the book, it was... The Dark Disciple was supposed to be a set of, like, 5 episodes for Clone Wars when it was on Cartoon Network before it got canceled. So then the creator, who basically the person that wrote the episodes, converted them into a novel.
Was that a pre-Disney continuity?
I believe so.
That makes sense then.
Yeah. But oh my god, I'm mad that she's still alive, because that is something that I wish they would animate.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think she lives at the end of the Clone Wars series, even, because the show goes well past the death of Dooku, and she helps Ahsoka prove that she wasn't a terrorist,
Yeah, I remember that.
and that takes place.
I thought that was after Dooku's death,
That is after.
or before Dooku's death.
It kind of happens like at the same time, kind of a thing.
I think that's like right before. Doesn't that like
Well,
run
that-
parallel? Oh, I guess that is
that-
technically before.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Dooku's
that
death,
happens during
but-
the Cartoon Network arc, because the Disney portion begins with her having left the Jedi Order
Yeah,
already.
but
and
that was
working
that
with
was the
sisters.
event that caused her to leave the order.
Yeah, but like I said, these were supposed to take place after.
Gotcha.
So
Roger,
it was
roger.
like before Disney, after Cartoon Network, essentially, is where those episodes were supposed to take place.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Roger.
So yeah, Akaza. Next.
So the very first character that I thought of when you were mentioning turning anime characters into either Jedi or Sith was Pain from Naruto
His
As-
almighty push.
as a Sith, obviously.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because of stuff like Almighty Push, and also
Not to get confused with All Might push.
yeah, but also just with his current aesthetic anyway, he would look badass with a red lightsaber.
That's true. That is true. I will give him that.
Yep. and he would easily be one of the most powerful Force users because he's able to create like miniature moons out of his gravitational control.
Well, that's nuts.
Yep.
Yeah. Pain shouldn't have lost.
That's it. That's the
Plot
end of
armor
that
bullshit
sentence.
is the reason that Pain lost to Naruto.
As with most anime, plot armor bullshit.
He had some help.
Yeah. I like that new shows kind of aren't doing that with their characters. That plot armor, whatever's. Like I know, like JJK season 2's stuff with.
They're also just darker themed
Yeah.
shows, and darker shows don't tend to have as much plot armor.
Naruto pops in, I'm the backbone of the leaf.
Boo. Boo.
I've been obsessed with the Has Been soundtrack lately.
Right on.
I finally gave in and actually watched the series, and I fucking love it.
Nice.
Huh.
I haven't seen it.
I knew I was going to. I'm still mad about how they fucking treated Kovac.
I know. He's in. So there's a company on YouTube called Glitch Production, and they do a show. They do a show called Murder Drones, and Michael Kovac is in it as one of the main characters, and he's incredible. And then same company just released episode 2 of Digital Circus, The Amazing Digital Circus, which is another show that they got really big with. The show came out. We watched it yesterday, and the show was out for 3 hours. And it had 311 million views
Nice.
in 3 hours. It
Yeah,
broke a
wow.
million before its first hour. And I
Holy
was like,
shit.
that is nuts. And
Yeah.
it's incredible. And Michael Kovac is also in that as one of the main, like, kind of one of the, like, side main characters.
Hmm.
So yeah, if you're wanting more Michael Kovac, definitely, I would at least definitely recommend giving Murder Drones a chance because they have 7 episodes out, and it's so fucking good.
Nice.
I love it. If it was an anime, I'd assign it, but I can confidently say that one is not an anime.
Well, if Crimson knows it's not an anime, you know it's definitely not an
Hey,
anime.
motherfucker.
Now, here's the ultimate question about Pain being a Sith, though. Would all 6 paths be Sith? Like, still be walking, like, doing their own thing, having lightsabers and shit? Because, like, part of me was just thinking, like, the God Pain that uses, you know, Almighty Push and all stuff like that. But there are 6 of them.
I don't know then.
Those are droids.
Or clones.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because, like, they themselves do not have any, like, self-consciousness. They're just,
Yeah,
Husks.
yeah.
yeah. They're all being controlled by Nagato.
So, to answer your question, essentially, yes. Because they're all just Nagato.
That itself could be his like force ability, is that he has all these other ones that he bestows to corpses.
That is a pseudo-force ability because the Night Sisters,
They do that.
coming back to Asajj Ventress, yeah, that's, you know, when you go to Dathomir
Mm-hmm.
in Fallen Order, that is one of their abilities is they revive the bodies of, like, all the fallen soldiers, and you have to fight them off to try and escape.
Huh. That's dope.
It
Yeah.
is dope.
Somebody should make fan art of the 6 paths of Pain as Sith Lords.
That would be pretty dope.
Oh, instead of the Rinnegan, they've got the Sith eyes.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
Ooh.
Or
Or both.
Rinnegan with the Sith eyes.
Because like the Renegon takes up the whole eyeball, so it could be like Sith eyes in the middle and then spread out into the Renegon.
At first, when you were talking about the Night Sisters, before you brought them up, I thought you were going to mention the fact that Palpatine technically did that in the newest movies.
Yeah, but Palpatine's stuff is bullshit.
Yeah.
Palpatine stuff is bullshit.
His is more so he has new cloned bodies, though. Less so reviving the dead and using them to fight.
That's valid. That's fair.
But that's exactly what
The
The
Night
one,
Sisters.
yeah, I can't remember what the fuck her name is. The character that you actually befriend in Fallen Order. I still need to play Jedi Survivor.
Same. I just haven't.
I haven't played either of them.
I
They're
really like
fun.
Fallen Order. It's pretty solid. Like,
heard-
it's definitely
heard
an EA
it's good.
game, so it's not perfect.
Yeah.
But for like a Star Wars video game, it's solid.
Nice.
Jaren told me that he thought Survivor was pretty good. I don't think he liked it nearly as much as Fallen Order, but he very much did enjoy it.
I think that's what the adventurer said too.
That sounds about right. Because again, E EA.
So the next one I was going back and forth on, I was thinking about doing a sniper, and they shoot lightsaber bullets.
That'd be sick.
Like-
Got like a,
Lightsaber bullets.
yeah, they'd have like a kyber crystal powering their.
Yeah, and it's not
Sniper.
like, oh, just a blaster shot. No, this shit can like go through metal, and like you can only block it with a lightsaber. So I'm gonna go with Riza Hawkeye because for a large portion, she definitely fits into the kind of Jedi Knight that doesn't think for themselves as just a weapon.
So
Which
she wouldn't be a bounty hunter.
no, because the Jedi claim they're all about peace for the galaxy, but
Peace and
they straight up fucking murder people
That's true. That's true.
and they steal children and brainwash them. Like they're like, oh, we gotta stop the Sith from doing this by
Hey,
doing
little-
it.
We gotta stop the Sith from getting more powerful. Hey, little boy, want to learn some magic?
You
mean,
wanna be a space wizard?
I mean, I wouldn't say no. It would work on me.
Until you find you gotta be celibate your entire life.
If you're raised into that, it's probably not that bad.
Mm.
Or
Until someone wants
or maybe some.
ass so bad they convert to the dark side and wipe out the entire order.
I'm sure that there are Jedi out there that apply the same logic as Sam from Game of Thrones applied to the Oath of the Night's Watch, where it's like, well, technically it says we can't father children. It doesn't say we can't have sex. So I'm sure that there's Jedi out there that says, well, technically it says we can't form attachments. It doesn't say that we can't go to the bar and hook up.
Doesn't say we can't fuck.
Yeah.
It just says we can't be attached.
Yeah.
Bitch can't get attached. Bye.
There's actually a non-canon example that's perfect from Knights of the Old Republic. Jolie Bindo was actually married, and he is a cool-ass fucking character. He's a really cool mentor that if you talk with him throughout the game, that provides like stories of ancient Jedi and stuff like that, and just probably like the smartest character in the game because he's still a Jedi essentially that left the Order. But he's really fucking cool. He's a good healer too.
I know it's not canon, but didn't Luke Skywalker also technically get married to
He
Mara
did.
Jane? Yeah,
Mara Jade.
Mara Jade. I always get her name a little wrong.
Did you guys watch Star Wars Rebels?
Yes.
That's the one with
Kanan
Ezra.
Jarrus
Ezra,
also
yeah.
Yep.
got not married, but did have a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did not get married. He got married to the flame, but
Probably. that was probably like the plan was for the I'm sure that they probably wanted to get married, but
Yeah.
also so yeah, there is that, and then also Ezra's lightsaber, how it's also a gun. I could see Riza Hawkeye having that if she was.
yeah, it's a lightsaber. It's also a gun.
Yeah.
I remember when the show very first came out back on Disney XD, and I saw the trailer for it. I'm like, this weapon looks like the fucking stupidest weapon I've ever seen. A lightsaber that's a gun? That's
Hell
so
yeah.
fucking dumb.
No, that's
It's
fucking
brilliant.
awesome.
It's brilliant, yeah. But at the time,
Yeah.
little like 10, maybe 9-year-old me was like, that's stupid.
See, by that time I was already introduced to Final Fantasy, where you have characters like Squall and Lightning who have sword guns that are stupider than the ones that Ezra have,
That's fair.
because they're like shotguns with full-on swords at the end of them, whereas his is a pistol that has a sword coming out the top of it, which actually makes kind of sense because
Yeah.
you could actually point and shoot and swing.
Yeah.
When we went to Disney for our honeymoon in 2021, there's like a full Star Wars museum there at Galaxy's Edge, and they've got like a bunch of different movie props, the like actual like physical things they built for the different filming.
Oh, nice.
So like the miniatures and stuff like that. They also have models of a bunch of different lightsabers, including some of the animated ones. Like they had Asajj Ventress's, and then my personal favorite, they had a little model of Ezra's with the blaster.
Nice.
It was so cool. And I lost all the pictures because they were on my old phone.
Oh, that sucks.
And I don't think we posted them anywhere. So,
That's rough, buddy.
but that Star Wars museum is super cool. One of the reasons I'd go back. Plus, it's air conditioned, so we spent a lot of time in there
Yeah, understandable.
because it was September in Florida.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And when I went to Disney World, it was in February, and there was a blizzard happening in Iowa.
I remember coming back from Florida one year, and we were stuck behind a semi that had flipped over and killed the driver. And it was in Illinois.
Ooh.
And we had to sit on the highway in the middle of nowhere for like 4 hours after. And we were like, we drove all through the night kind of a thing. From Florida back to Iowa. We drove the whole way. And I was so tired. Because I was so pissed when that happened. And I was like, I need a nap. And I slept in the car because we weren't moving for 4 hours. I was like, fuck it, I'm sleeping. Anyways, my next one, do I do A or B?
Yes.
Okay. My next one is another dual wielder that I think would be, I don't know if they would be a Jedi or a Sith or just that kind of neutral zone, but Inosuke, also from Demon Slayer. I think
I could see Inosuke just having lightsabers because he took them off of.
his mask is actually just a Tusken Raider mask that
Yeah.
he just stole off of somebody.
Yeah, he just took them off of like Jedi or something.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty funny. As for like his force, like he would
He's
be
just wearing
very...
a tauntaun head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he wouldn't be like. I think his more adapt force power kind of thing would be just like being able to kind of be aware of his surroundings. It's like his beast breathing allows him to be able to kind of sense what's going on around him. So I think he would be very tapped in with that.
It's pretty normal just force thing because you can always sense disturbances.
Yeah.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
Light side users can also like sometimes commune with animals and shit like that. So
That is also true.
Yeah, look at fucking Jar Jar.
yeah,
And he's a dark side user even.
he's the dark side user.
Darth Jar Jar. Misa gonna eliminate the Jedi.
He did do that. He succeeded.
Did you guys ever see the fan theory that when they first announced Kylo Ren and didn't like reveal like any information about him, it was gonna be him taking off the helmet and it was gonna be Misa gonna finish what you started, Annie, and it's just the Darth Vader mask.
I did see that. I think that would have been so fucking funny.
I think everyone would have loved the sequel movies if it was Jar Jar Binks.
Definitely,
100%.
I'm just
No
happy that they gave Ahmad Best a good redo because he got to be the one that saved Grogu
Yeah, that's
during
true.
Order 66.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because Grogu also best boy. So yeah, that
Mhm.
was my next one.
Awesome. Let's see. I'll do this one.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I feel like he would probably lean more towards Sith, but I went with Gilgamesh from Fate Zero.
Ooh.
Just rains down lightsabers.
Yeah, literally.
Pretty much.
That's exactly what I was picturing. I was like, who would have like the most fucking lightsabers? Gilgamesh.
He uses the Force to just control the lightsabers, not
Yep.
have to necessarily worry about holding them.
Exactly.
I think he would be. I would almost say he'd either be a Sith or he'd be like with the new Star Wars Rogue show that's coming out, where it's like that kind of middle ground where he's just stealing lightsabers from other
He's just General
Jedi.
Grievous.
Kind of like he's Grievous,
Yeah,
but
pretty
with
much.
the Force.
The
And so he's just hovered by a bunch of like dead Jedi lightsabers as he's just fucking up days.
I do think he would be like lean much more towards the dark side because he believes everything is his.
That's fair.
So I feel like his greed will definitely get to him.
The galaxy is mine.
So that would also include the Force, and all lightsabers are his.
By decree.
Yeah,
No, that's a good choice. I like that one a lot.
and yeah, raining lightsabers would definitely be a lot more horrifying than raining spears and swords.
Yeah.
Not much more horrifying because either way you're probably gonna die. But
Well, if you get touched by a lightsaber, period, you're losing something, or at least you're
Yeah.
getting damage.
yeah, definitely.
Whereas if you get hit with like a sword or a spear, there's a chance you might just get hit with a blunt, and you're just like, "Ow, what the fuck? I can't believe you've done this."
if that's the reaction that you have from that, I think you're pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe you've done this.
Fuck.
You
What-
fucking donkey.
What an inconvenience to me.
Oh, my pride. How dare you? Got another one there, Frenchie?
Of course I do. And this one's really stupid, but I want to see it because I want to see 3 lightsaber style.
Oh my fucking god.
You can't tell me Zoro fighting with 3 lightsabers wouldn't be fucking incredible.
That would be
It
pretty
would
fucking
be something.
incredible.
Like, we see some larger Jedi that have multiple arms fight with 2 double-sided lightsabers.
Yep.
The one dude that betrays the clones,
Yeah.
and then I think Cal's master.
Cal's master, yep. He uses 2 dual. He used 2 Darth Maul lightsabers. They go burr.
Double-bladed.
Double blade. I could not think of that word for the life of me. I was trying so hard. I'm like, what the fuck is this called? That would be cool.
Lightsaber go double burr.
Double burr.
Or in Zoro's case, go triple burr.
Or if it's Athena, it's murmur.
Murmur. Murmur.
Yeah.
But
You know, weirdly enough, when you mentioned the triple wielding a lightsaber, even though I knew that you were going with Zoro, for some reason my mind went back to Inosuke, but when he had the swords in his butt cheeks. But he was like, I can hide my swords. Look.
4 sword style, 1 in the butt.
Yep, exactly.
Oh my god.
Just that, but with lightsabers sticking out. It's like
Ah.
one of your butt cheeks accidentally hits the button, just.
But also, I would be really interested to see what force abilities you could get with hockey. Because,
Ooh.
like, armament hockey, could you harden portions of your body to be able to withstand a hit from a lightsaber?
Maybe. If not that specifically, you could do basically what Kylo did, where he would like block things with the Force. So maybe with hockey, there'd be a way to just kind of create like a force
like a
field.
barrier, kind of.
Yeah.
A literal force field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just around like your body parts or something, like around your arms or something. Just
Because, like, the entire point of hockey is, like, harden your body. Or of armament hockey is, like, it hardens your body. Which we've seen that there are metals that can fight against lightsabers.
Yeah. Yeah, like Beskar steel.
That's what I was thinking of. I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck is it
Beskar,
called?
and then there's another that's a non-canon one, but it goes back to Knights of the Old Republic, that there are swords made from certain metals that can fight off lightsabers as well.
Didn't Old Republic get like recanonized? Or am I misremembering that?
It hasn't been officially recanonized.
It might as
Or
well
like-
be at this point.
Or like Riven at least was reintroduced?
So they, during Rise of Skywalker, which stupid name for the final movie. Still just gonna put that out there, but stupid
Well,
movie for the final movie.
I was about to say everything about that movie was stupid, so it's in good company.
Yeah.
Not wrong there.
There's different like portions of the fleets that are named after different ancient Sith lords, and one of them is Revan. I don't know if it's specifically called Revan or some like variation of his name,
Sure.
but
Called Zoomin. Zoomin.
That's next, Revan.
but
Revan, zoom.
essentially, some of the ancient Sith lords have been recanonized, but not necessarily what their story entails.
Gotcha.
Because, like, technically, the story of Revan is different from what happens in Old Republic because of the choices you make in the game can change the story of Revan.
Right, so there has to be like one official, like
Yeah.
a one true path.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice. I'm trying to think. I had. Who was the other one I had?
Well, earlier you asked A and B, so that tells us you had two on hand.
Yeah, I know. I'm
And
trying to
three
remember
in
what
the
A.
bush.
Trying to remember what A was.
Well, either A or B was Inosuke. We know that for a fact.
I think A. If I remember correctly, I think I had A be Deku.
Deku?
But
That'd be
like current Deku, where he has like all the other like quirk abilities.
Oh,
that
cheat
he's had.
Deku?
Yeah, cheat Deku.
He was born without the ability to wield a force, and then Anakin walked up to him, gave him part of his hair, and said, "Eat this."
Yeah, pretty much.
He was one of the younglings that Anakin let live.
Yeah. Now I'm just picturing Hayden Christensen, but with
All
like
Might.
All Might's super huge jaw and like supercell shading.
Oh my god.
Eat this.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
why that one came
It's
to
him
mind.
as Vader. Eat this.
It is my last hair.
Where did this come off your butt? Don't worry about it.
Oh, but talking about
It's got extra midichlorians.
yeah. Darth Vader in the Obi-Wan series, he also blocks lightsaber attacks with the Force.
He do.
With-
He fought that one chick without even needing to draw his lightsaber to begin with.
Yeah, and
that
that
Inquisitor girl.
was super badass.
That was super fucking badass. That show had its problems, yes, but man, was it cool.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Star Wars be like. Star Wars has its problems, but man, is it dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I want to see. Oh, god damn it! There was a character from anime that I was thinking that would be like a perfect like bounty hunter. I cannot think.
Spike Spiegel.
Because he already is a bounty hunter.
But now he's got a blaster.
Yeah.
I kind of thought Yoko from Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, I could see that.
She would be great as a bounty hunter. And a hush falls over the crowd as we all continue to look into some stuff.
I've got a list.
Oh,
yeah.
go for it then.
I've just been brainstorming as we've gone.
Oh,
Kinda same.
I thought you had more to say about Deku.
No, I just think that he would have a lot of different options of what he could do given his different quirks that he inherited from All Might, like the All Might stuff. I think that there's a lot that could be explored with what he could do with that.
The physical enhancements he gets from All Might's portion of One for All kind of is just a thing for a lot of Jedi because they can use like force speed and stuff like that.
Yeah, that combined with the one where he like can store energy.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember what that one was called, but it's like a red one.
yeah.
That one would be kind of crazy. Like when he slingshots himself to be faster than the sniper girl's bullet.
Yeah,
To
that Dark Deku as a Sith. There we go.
well, he'd be a Jedi.
Yeah, but I would
he was
love
just
to see
he
him
was
as
just
a
quote unquote dark because he was sad boy. He wasn't evil.
It's not a phase, Mom. I gotta save the world. Okay, Jerry. Anyways.
So my next one is Lelouch from Code Geass, who, of course, he has Jedi mind tricks
Well, yeah.
to manipulate people.
He is the mind trick.
Yeah. And instead of Sakuradite, he would power his nightmares with kyber crystals.
Ooh.
I now need Star Wars mecha battles.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think season 2 of Visions might have something like that.
We get something pretty close in the first season of Visions, but it's like super powered armor
Yeah.
that's powered by kyber crystals and does a bunch of like
You talking
crazy.
about the sibling fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that one now.
Yeah. Visions is so cool.
It is.
I just wish a lot more of the stories were better. Like, all the
Yeah.
concepts are fun, and I love that they're all different animation, but,
Mhm.
like, some of the stories were just stupid.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't want to see Jabba the Hutt's nephew become a rock star?
I don't
No.
even remember that one.
I also don't remember that one.
I think it was called like Tatooine Rhapsody or something.
I hate it.
Yeah.
That's such a stupid fucking name.
No, I think Lelouch would, like, maybe he would start out as a Jedi, but I think kind of similar to Ahsoka, he would probably be like an exile or something,
Yeah.
like kind of his own thing. Like
Oh, yeah.
a gray Jedi.
Yeah. Well, a lot of anti-heroes really fall into that gray Jedi type aspect because obviously they're doing bad things for good reasons.
Yeah.
So they're not inherently good or evil. They're more good. But,
They're a happy neutral.
yeah.
Mhm. Exactly.
What color lightsaber would he have?
Oh man. He would have.
Purple.
I think it'd be a mixture of colors.
I could see purple. The first thing that came to my mind was like a white one, and maybe or the dark saber.
Ooh.
I'm
Ooh.
picturing the exact color of the Geass. That it's like a pinkish
Oh,
purple.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
that would be sweet.
That
Doesn't
would be
one
cool.
of the nightmares have a beam sword?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say once you get into season 2, a few of them have beam swords. I think all of the Knights of the Round do.
Now I literally just want to see all of Gundam. But like
As
you
Star
can,
Wars.
you only use the Force in your Gundam.
Yeah, that would be sick.
That's what channels the Force abilities.
Telekinetic Gundams.
That'd be pretty interesting.
That would be sick.
I mean, isn't that essentially what they are?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I remember what my other one was, but obviously it's not my turn, but I finally remembered what it was.
Yeah, Crimson, it's not your turn. Just for that, you're getting
Okay,
skipped. Wiki,
Catchy
it's
Row.
your turn.
As a Jedi.
Not even a Padawan. He's full on graduated.
The Force is strong with his.
Anakin's like, I can't be part of the council, but this kid is.
What the fuck?
My pajamas are gay. Yeah.
My lightsaber is gay.
Oh my god.
Pretend you're being chased by a sand person. Well, at least we know he's not racist. I slaughtered all of them, and not the but the too.
We lost him in a crowd of Jawas.
And Crimson is dead.
Utigi! I need that more than anything now. I need fan art of that.
That is now my choice. So now it can be your turn.
The one I was gonna choose is
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Arthur from Fire Force.
Oh yeah, that'd be.
He
that'd be
already
sweet.
pretty much has a lightsaber.
Yeah, I want him to be equally as delusional.
Yeah.
Uses
I'm
a
the
ability
only-
called Force Manifestation.
Yeah.
It actually makes it into the medieval times.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who can stop the Sith.
And his belief makes it true.
Yeah.
I just thought of another good one.
Oh God. But yeah, that was it for me. It was just,
Ugh.
I think that would be so fucking cool because he already basically has a lightsaber and he has the
Yeah.
skills with a sword, like with a lightsaber of not fucking him up. So Frenchie is dying over here.
Quote with the character I'm gonna pick, and I'm so excited.
All right.
That was all for me on that one.
All right.
I am officially out.
We can end on my last one because I think it'd be such a good spot to fucking end because it's so funny.
That means I have to pick which one I'm going to choose for my last one.
You could do an honorable mention.
Oh yeah, do an
True,
honorable mention.
True.
So what's your last one, and then what are your honorable
All
mentions?
right. My last one will be Ichigo from Bleach as a Jedi.
That's valid.
The spirit powers are all fairly similar, and it'd be really cool to see different stages of a lightsaber with Bankai.
Yeah,
Bankai.
and he can fly, and I imagine him doing that with the Force, and then other Force users would get kind of jealous of it because they're like, "We can't fucking do that. We could just kind of double jump. This guy's legit flying." Like, I imagine Ichigo could channel both light and dark side Force powers,
Oh,
but
yeah, I could. That
but-
would be pretty cool.
yeah, and not like lose control. And when he channels like his dark side powers, not only would he get the Sith eyes, but his hollow mask would come out.
I dig that. That actually, I don't know much about Bleach, but that does sound dope as
His
fuck.
hollow eyes kind of already are Sith eyes, just they're black instead of white.
Yeah,
Yeah, that fits.
he's talking about the eyeball.
Got it. I understand now. I'm like,
Yeah, the irises are yellow like Sith eyes, but the eyeball is black instead of white.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
What are your honorable mentions?
My honorable mentions: Captain Levi from Attack on Titan.
Yes.
Him swinging around with two lightsabers would be badass. I could picture him like defending Coruscant like that. Like
He would be the only Jedi survivor of Order 66.
pretty much can't fucking catch him.
He would be on the hunt for Vader.
Yup, he would.
It'd be the Beast Titan all over again.
He would have like a green and a blue lightsaber. It'd be badass.
I need that.
Another one
Somebody make fan art of that, please.
for real. I'd be surprised actually if that one hasn't been done by somebody.
Same.
The next one I had was Mob from Mob Psycho as a Jedi.
Just an aggressively strong Force user.
Yeah, but also, you know, he would be also the kind of the best at not forming attachments because if nobody's being his friend or anything, then
Damn. Well, that went 0 to 100 real quick.
Yep. And the last one I had was Sakaido, the brilliant detective from It Invaded.
Oh yeah.
Now, the reason I picked he'd be a kind of like a gray Jedi kind of guy, I think. But the reason I picked him was I could imagine him having like an intense like kind of mental force ability that could put himself into people's minds the same way that the Idwell
Oh yeah.
does in the anime. Like, what if he had that, but as a force ability?
That'd be pretty dope. I could get behind that.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
And then while he's like in their dreams or in their Idwell or something, he just still convinces them to kill themselves like like he does in the anime.
Kermit the Frog style, just.
Kermit the Frog convinces people to kill themselves.
Have you seen Dark Kermit?
Do it. Do it. Yeah, that was my list.
All right, Frenchie.
It's over, Bananakin. I have the high ground.
Oh my God.
Sith Banana, you're too
You're
Sith.
too Sith.
I cracked myself up so hard picturing fucking Banana as a Jedi or Sith.
That's
And Bananakin killed me inside my own head.
Oh, man, I would love it if, like, they're just doing their little meows to each other, and it's the narrator that's kind of translating. So it's like, it's over. He said it's over, Anakin. You've done
Bananakin.
Banana Kid.
Yeah.
I have that.
Yeah.
He said, "You've turned her against me."
Yeah. He said, do it. But the best part, picture it, everyone talks about, I imagine you only get to keep one character and the rest are Muppets. Only one character is Banana, and it's just Anakin with the stupid fucking haircut and a little scar
Yeah.
on the eye. You've turned her against me. You've done that yourself. Yeah. He said, I've brought peace, order.
That would be so funny.
To your galaxy, to your new empire.
Yeah. He said, you underestimate my power. You underestimate my power.
Only a banana deals in absolutes.
Yeah.
Banana. Banana.
Banana.
I think that's a good one to leave off on.
100%.
I've been going back and forth of what to fucking assign this week.
Have you considered what I recommended for you?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Have you tried a movie?
Yeah, well, it's definitely gonna be a movie.
I think the one I was telling you about is like an hour 20. Like, it's not a
Yeah.
long one.
I mean, like almost all of them are pretty short
I guess that's fair.
because they're anime movies and they spend so much money on animation.
But
But-
man, does it slay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. You guys have any other characters you want to talk about before I make my pick?
I got nothing. I'm tapped out.
I mean, I gave my honorable mention.
Yeah,
But-
you already gave us everything else. So.
I mean, I guess we could talk a little bit more about Levi being a being
About
a Jedi.
Levi being a badass. I think he would be a great Jedi. I think Levi would 100% be a great Jedi.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
I would love that. Again, if somebody hasn't made fan art of this, make fan art of it and then bring it to AI, where we will be there for our panel.
Oh, what about Afro Samurai?
Ooh.
He would have the dark saber just because that actually looks like a katana.
Yeah. That's fair. Oh, that would actually. Ooh, I kind of like that. I dig it.
What about Yusuke Urameshi?
Spirit Saber. What about just Kuwabara?
Kuwabara, yeah, I was about to say Kuwabara for sure.
Yeah, I was kind of picturing like maybe somehow Yusuke using the Force to kind of mimic the spirit gun.
Oh, like as a blaster,
Yeah.
force blast.
Yeah. Just like a really condensed Force push or something that's condensed into the tip of your finger.
Look at the tip of the finger.
Okay, I think I decided.
Anya from
Oh
Spy
my
Family
God.
as a Padawan. She can read minds with the Force.
You underestimate my power. Lloyd, don't try it. Oh my
Mama,
God,
Papa.
your Oh my god,
That's
one.
hot.
That's hot, but no one would survive. Now she'd be a bounty hunter. Yor would be a bounty hunter, 100%.
Yeah. What about Haruhara Haruno from Fooly Cooly? As a...
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, but like, what's his actual opinion?
Trying to think of what, like...
He's letting that cook.
I am letting it cook, because I'm trying to think, like, would
Part-
she be Jedi? Would she be Sith? Would she... What weapon she would use?
Well, I think she's definitely a dark side user, if anything.
It's a lightsaber, but it's shaped like an electric guitar.
Yeah.
Or it is just an electric guitar and just like a ring of lightsaber around it.
Even though everybody has like hover bikes and speeders and shit, she still has a Vespa.
Everybody's flying overhead. She just...
I mean, the Vespa can fly.
Well, anything can fly if you're fast enough off the air with it.
No, the Vespa literally flies.
No, I know. All right, Frenchie.
I'm really tempted to assign this just because it's very short, but
is it a movie?
I was gonna do a mini series, but I'm gonna do a movie instead. We're gonna do A Whisker Away because Banana made me want to do a cat movie.
A Whisker Away, all right.
That's on Max as well, isn't it? Because didn't Ghibli go all the Ghiblis are on Max now?
It's not a Ghibli film. It's on Netflix. I believe it's a Netflix original.
I'm thinking of The Cat Returns.
Yes, which is another one I considered.
Was it between those two?
Yeah, but the animation looks really good.
Oh, wow. Zach Galifianakis in Between Two Cats.
Oh. Oh yeah, I think I've seen. I've seen very little about it, but I've seen something about it at least.
Yeah, I found it on 2 different lists because apparently it's pretty funny too.
Hell yeah.
The other one I was considering was Girl and Her Cat, which is apparently directed by the same guy as Suzume and Your Name.
Nice.
So I'm gonna look more into that one too because it sounds really interesting.
All right, the cat from My Roommate is a Cat, Sith or Jedi?
Gray Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Makoto Shinkai is known for directing blockbuster anime films such as Your Name and Weathering With You. What fans might not know is that he began creating anime with a short story about a male cat and its female owner.
Oh, so that like predates Your Name?
Mm-hmm. She and Her Cat is another one I considered, but it's only like 30 minutes long.
Gotcha.
And it's like 4 episodes, I believe. But yeah, we'll do with A Whisker Away, which is on Netflix. And I'm excited based on the premise. And it's from the same writer as a movie called Her Blue Sky. So it's a coming-of-age story about a girl who transforms into a cat. We had a guy that turned into a chair. Now we got a girl that turns into a cat.
I think one got off way better than the other did.
Yeah. One guy gets sat on.
Yeah, but that's normal. That's what guys do.
Anyway, that will do it for the first half of our episode. Happy May the 4th, everyone. May the 4th be with you.
And with your spirit.
But yeah, anime assignment is A Whisker Away. We will see you guys later this week for our anime review. Bye.
Bye, love you.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Weekly Weebs podcast.
We'll be back next week with more exciting anime talk.
Make sure to join us every show to stay up to date with what's going on in the world of anime. We'll catch you next time.